The DC English Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the DC English Podcast. This is the place where you can learn real, natural American English with confidence and a lot of fun. I am Nora.
And I am Noah. And please excuse my voice today, everyone. It sounds a little rough and tired because I was cheering very, very loudly yesterday.
You really were. I think the whole city heard you. We went down to the National Mall here in Washington, D.C., because right now the 2026 FIFA World Cup is happening across the United States.
Yes, the World Cup is the absolute biggest soccer tournament in the entire world. And even though there are no actual games being played inside DC this week, the city built a massive fan zone right in the middle of the parks.
It was incredible. For anyone who doesn't know, a fan zone is a huge outdoor area where thousands of people gathered together to watch the games on giant TV screens. The atmosphere yesterday was just amazing.
Atmosphere is such a great English word. It means the feeling or the general mood of a specific place. The atmosphere at the park was so energetic. Everyone was wearing their country's colors, eating delicious street food, and just having a great time together.
I agree. It really was beautiful. Seeing all those fans supporting their teams actually reminded me of our listeners here on the podcast. We have such an amazing community.
That is very true. Our listeners are the best. And honestly, if you are listening right now and you want to be an official part of our podcast team, you don't need to buy an expensive sports jersey. You just have to gently click that subscribe button. It is completely free and it helps our team grow.
Yes, please subscribe. And speaking of helping our team, we actually have a special gift for you today. If you hear a new word in today's episode, you do not need to worry about writing it down.
Exactly. We created a free downloadable PDF guide that has all of the important vocabulary from this video. You can download that PDF right now using the link down in the description below.
Perfect. So going back to the World Cup fan zone, one of the best things about a big event like that is meeting new people. It is so easy to talk to people and make new friends when everyone is happy and excited.
It is, and that actually brings us to a very special, very useful topic for today. Today our topic is how to answer the phrase, "Tell me about yourself."
Oh, that is a fantastic topic. It is such a common request. People ask this all the time in so many different situations.
They really do. You hear it on your first day of an English class, at a job interview, or when you are just meeting a new friend at a soccer game.
It is true. But sometimes when a friendly stranger smiles at you and says, "Tell me about yourself," your mind goes completely blank. You freeze and you completely forget what to say.
Yes, you suddenly forget your own name, your age, and where you live. It can feel a little scary. So today, we're going to make it very easy. We will share how we answer this question naturally, and we will share some fun facts about our own lives.
That sounds perfect. So who wants to start? Do you want to go first, Noah?
Sure, I'll start with the basic information. My name is Noah. I live here in the Washington, D.C. area, and I am a professional photographer.
A photographer? That is such an interesting job. Can you explain what a photographer actually does on a normal day, just for our listeners?
Of course. A photographer is a person who uses a professional camera to take high-quality pictures. Yesterday at the fan zone, I was actually taking pictures of the crowds and the games. I love capturing special moments like sports, nature, and people smiling. It's a very creative job.
It is very creative, and you take absolutely beautiful photos. It's a great job for you.
Thank you, Nora. Okay, now it's your turn. Tell me about yourself.
All right. My name is Nora. I also live in the Washington, D.C. area, and for my job, I'm an English teacher. I teach here on the podcast, and I also help students improve their speaking skills every single day.
That is a wonderful job. I know you absolutely love helping people learn.
I really do. Learning a new language can be very difficult, so it's very rewarding to help students finally understand something new. Rewarding means it gives you a very good, warm feeling in your heart because you're doing something positive for another person.
That's a great explanation. So we both shared our names, where we live, and what we do for work. What's the next thing someone should talk about when they introduce themselves?
Usually, after you talk about your job, it is very natural to talk about your hobbies. A hobby is an activity that you do for fun in your free time when you're not working.
Yes, hobbies are the best part of the conversation. They really show your true personality to the other person. Nora, what are your hobbies? What do you do for fun?
Well, I love teaching, but on the weekends, my favorite hobby is reading. I love to find a quiet coffee shop, order a warm drink, and read mystery books. A mystery is a story where you have to figure out who committed a crime, kind of like a police detective. They are so exciting to read.
That sounds very peaceful. I'm more of a movie person myself, but I'm also a very active person. I love going to the gym. My absolute favorite hobby is boxing.
Boxing? That is a very intense sport for a nice guy like you.
It is. Boxing is a sport where two people wear soft, heavy gloves and practice fighting in a square ring. But I don't fight in big competitions or anything dangerous. I just do it for exercise. It's a great way to relieve stress.
Relieve stress is a very useful English phrase. It means to let go of your worries or your negative feelings. When you have a long, hard day at work, exercising can help you relieve stress so you feel calm and happy again.
Exactly. Hitting the heavy punching bag at the gym makes me feel so much better. It clears my mind.
That makes total sense. So we've talked about our jobs and our hobbies. Let's take a very quick break. And in the second part of the podcast, we'll talk about family, pets, food, and how to put all of these pieces together into one perfect natural answer.
We already talked about our jobs and our hobbies. What is next on the list?
Next, it is very natural to talk about the sports or outdoor activities you enjoy. Since we were just talking about the World Cup, sports are a great, healthy topic.
Yes, sports are a safe and fun topic to share with anyone. Nora, do you play any sports?
I do. I love playing tennis on the weekends. It is a very fast and energetic game, and it keeps me healthy. It also requires a lot of coordination.
Coordination. What does that word mean when you are playing a sport?
It means your brain and your muscles are working perfectly together. In tennis, you have to watch the fast ball and move your arm at the exact right time to hit it. That is coordination. Do you play any sports besides boxing, Noah?
I actually love playing soccer. I play with a local team every Saturday morning at the park. It's a great way to stay active, get some fresh air, and spend time with friends.
That sounds like so much fun. Soccer is a great way to build teamwork.
It really is. So, talking about sports is an easy way to make a new friend smile. Now, let's talk about our favorite things. This is a very common part of a friendly conversation. Nora, what is your absolute favorite food in the world?
This is a really hard question because I love so many different types of food. But if I have to choose just one, my favorite food is definitely pasta.
Pasta is a great choice. It's a very comforting food.
It is. I love cooking it at home on the weekends with a fresh, hot tomato sauce and vegetables. What about you? What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is absolutely a good burger. But not just any burger. I love a classic, juicy halal beef burger with a lot of melted cheese and crispy fries on the side.
A classic. You can never go wrong with a good burger. Now, we just talked about what we like, but sometimes it is actually funny and interesting to talk about what we do not like, our dislikes.
Oh, that is interesting. Sharing a dislike can be a funny way to connect with someone. What is something you do not like?
I really do not like waking up early in the morning. I'm definitely not a morning person. When my alarm clock rings at 6 a.m., I'm very grumpy.
Grumpy, that's a very funny word. Grumpy means you are in a bad mood, usually because you are very tired or very hungry. You might complain a little bit and not want to talk.
Exactly. I need to drink my morning coffee before I can smile and be friendly. What about you, Noah? What is something you dislike?
My dislike is absolutely waiting in long lines, like at the grocery store, or the bank, or a busy coffee shop. I get very impatient. Impatient means you don't like to wait. You want things to happen quickly, and you feel a little frustrated when things are moving slowly.
I think everyone understands that feeling. Nobody likes waiting in a long line. So let's look at how we can put all of these details together. If you're meeting someone new at a World Cup watch party, how do you introduce yourself?
I would keep it very simple and friendly. I would say, "Hi, I'm Noah. I'm a photographer here in the city, and in my free time, I love boxing at the gym and playing soccer."
That's a perfect answer. It's short, it's friendly, and it gives the other person something easy to ask about. They might say, "Oh, what position do you play in soccer?" Or, "What do you like to photograph?" And then you have a great conversation.
Exactly. And what would you say, Nora?
I would say, "Hello, my name is Nora. I'm an English teacher, and on the weekends, I love reading mystery books and playing tennis."
That's a great introduction. It's basically a warm invitation to start a new friendship.
It really is. Remember, for our listeners, answering this question is not a test. You do not need to be nervous. It's just a chance to share a little bit about who you are.
Absolutely. And speaking of practice, it's time for the most important part of our episode. It's time for our shadowing practice.
Yes, shadowing is the secret to sounding like a natural American English speaker.
If you are new to the podcast, shadowing is very simple. Nora will say a sentence from today's story. Then she will pause and be quiet for a few seconds. During that pause, you must repeat the sentence out loud wherever you are. Try to copy her exact speed, her pronunciation, and her rhythm.
Let's begin. Sentence number 1. Listen closely. The atmosphere at the World Cup fan zone was energetic. Let's try that one more time. Try to copy my rhythm. The atmosphere at the World Cup fan zone was energetic.
Great job. Now for sentence number 2. Listen first. I love to take pictures because photography is very creative. One more time, nice and smooth. I love to take pictures because photography is very creative.
Excellent. And the final sentence. Listen closely. Boxing is a great workout and it helps me relieve stress. Last time. Boxing is a great workout and it helps me relieve stress.
Amazing work, everyone. Shadowing is not easy, but it really trains your brain and your mouth to work together beautifully.
It is true. Practice makes progress. Thank you all so much for joining us today on the DC English Podcast. We hope you learned some great new ways to talk about yourself.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please join our team and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the link in the description to download your free vocabulary PDF.
Yes, and we want to read your comments. Tell us about yourself. Tell us your name, your hobby, or your favorite food. Have a wonderful week, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing.